What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Guns Locked. I'm Gunther the Great, and today we're talking about Denzel Curry's dreadlocks. Quick review, we're going to try and figure out how he got his dreadlocks and how he went about getting them, and also we're just going to see how cool his hair is. So let's jump straight into it. So guys, in this very first picture, his dreads are a little short compared to how his hair is now, and these type of dreadlocks are called wicks, I believe, and wicks, in my opinion, look really cool. And his hair originally was just normal dreads, as you can see at the tips. At one point in time, his hair was just normal dreadlocks, and then I believe he started going freeform at that point, just based on the tips, because his tips are free on the wicks. And as you see, the base of his dreadlocks are very poofy and very afro-like, and that's what gave him wicks at this point. And I believe he's 100% going freeform now compared to how he started. But how he started is a whole different other method, which we'll get into in another picture coming up on how he started his hair. But you can actually tell that the tips of his wicks are separated. And guys, moving on to this next photo, his hair is short as well compared to now, and you can see that the one in the middle is kind of standing up in the back, and this is almost like a little representation of how Basquiat's hair was. And if you guys don't know who Basquiat is, he is a artist, and his hair was freeform and it looked almost like his, and I like that look. It's very freeform and very natural, and I like the natty look. It looks really cool. In my opinion, I think freeform locks look the best, and in this picture it kind of represents his hair a little better. As you can see, the tips of the wicks are more free and with the extra dreadlocks just hanging off the ends. Now quickly moving on to the next photo, you can see how his hair was started, and by the looks of it, it almost looks like he was two-strand twisting and kind of just untwisting them, just twisting them with his hands freely, and that's what gave him that dreadlock hairstyle. And me, from the outside looking in, I would name his dreadlocks freeform, just based on the look of how short his hair is right here and how thick and curly his hair is. And his hair is very coarse, and you can look at the tips of his hair and they're very wispy and not maintained whatsoever, besides him maybe twisting them with his fingers. I don't believe he went to the salon or anything like that to get his hair done. I believe he just wanted to get the hairstyle and he went for it, and they turned out great. So this is just the beginning. And then this is a more recent picture, and it's very deep into his dreadlock journey, and you can see that the ends of his dreads are actually braided, so that just goes to show that his hair is actually free at the bottom, or at the tips of his wicks. And that's really cool. It's a really cool look that his hair is like huge wicks, then it comes down to these braids at the end, and that's like a crazy look, which looks actually really nice. And if you try to imagine his hair without the dreadlocks in this picture, you can see that he just has like a nice little almost high top, if you can see his hair without the dreadlocks, if you know what I'm saying. But guys, it's a pretty cool hairstyle. He has two down in the front, two down in the back, and he has all the rest pulled up in the middle, and it's a really cool look. I like the way thick dreadlocks look. I personally just think they look way cooler, and it just makes them look strong and very masculine, if that makes sense. Here's another more recent picture, and if you guys don't know, he actually dyed his hair, bleached it or dyed it blonde, and it turned out to a pretty cool color actually. And in this picture you can still see that his tips are braided, and I'm wondering if he is keeping them braided so that they lock up, or if he's just doing it as a style. Either way, it's really cool. Now moving on to this next photo, this is actually when he was a freshman in the XXL, when they were doing the freestyles and everything, when he did his interview. I believe this is an interview shot, and you can see that his tips of the wicks are actually super free compared to the other photos, and see how they were braided in the other photos. And it is possible because he had so much length on free dreadlocks besides the wicks. And you can see that he probably has an amount of 8 dreadlocks at the most connected to his head, not including all the free ones, the tips. And then he has that one big one in the middle of his head, and he has just the rest surrounding his head, with the afro at the bottom of his dreadlocks, which looks really cool. I like that free look. It gives it more of a natural look, what I like to call natty, just like natty dreadlocks. And I like the way hair looks when it's all matted together, and thick dreadlocks show that very well. Moving on to this next photo, I like the style that he has. He just has some goggles wrapped around his head, and he has his dreadlocks in and out of that. And I'm pretty sure you guys can agree as well that wicks just look really nice. And I really hope they are called wicks and I'm not getting that wrong, but we can all agree that his hair is pretty much freeform at this point. Now moving on to another picture that is a little more farther back, when his hair was not really that long, and you can see that he has more of the Basquiat look in this picture. On the right side you can see that his dreadlocks look flat, and on the left side as well. And at this point his dreadlocks are going through like a flattening stage, which I think if your hair is going through a flat stage, sometimes, not all the times, your hair will actually bounce back to a cylindrical form. Because I know with me, I have some flat dreadlocks in the back of my head, but they are starting to bounce back to their natural form after they gain some length, and if they do combine with other dreadlocks. Now here's one of my favorite photos of him, and it's very crisp, and you can see that the tips of his dreads are braided again as well, and they are bleached, and he has about a good 3 or 4 inches of new growth under all that bleach, and it looks really cool how he just has the one hanging down and he has the rest just pulled up. And thick dreadlocks like that look really cool when they're pulled up, and the look just fits him very well compared to how his hair was when it was short. And here's another recent photo, I believe, and I believe this is at the XXL event as well, and his hair has that bleachy tone, kind of bronzy. It's not blonde, it's more of a bronze color. This actually shows his true color on this picture related to all the other pictures. and you guys can leave your opinions down on his hair in the comment section, but it's all up to him whether he likes his hair or not. I personally think it looks cool because I like the way thick dreadlocks look, and you guys can definitely tell me what you guys think about his hair. But guys, that is a quick review on Denzel Curry's dreadlocks. You guys requested it. I definitely wanted to get back to you guys on it. If you guys want to see a video on me showing you guys how Denzel Curry's hair was before the dreadlocks, please comment down below and like this video. Let me know and I'll definitely do it. But if you guys have not yet already, please subscribe. Please subscribe to my second channel. Link is always in the description. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh yeah, and thank you so much for all the love. We're almost at 25K. Thank you so much for showing all the love that I have been getting on this channel, and I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome.